If this is not what you enjoy, then you shouldn't be here. No, I'm not going to apologize for being myself and for doing what I want. Hi, and welcome back. How's everybody doing? Did you miss me? I had made a list of the item that I would like to talk to you about. And one of the items on that list was something that I found plastered over Instagram and Facebook in recent weeks, quite a bit. It's from a Chinese company called PGYTech. PGYTech makes a lot of stuff for drones and gimbals and things like that. Mostly drones. Osmo Pocket comes to mind. They have a lot of great accessories for the Osmo Pocket. They have great accessories for DJI, and they have started to make their own line of bags. And now they brought out a little tripod. I do have a bunch of tripods, not expensive tripods, but I just don't see the need. I don't normally take pictures with a tripod. That's my own personal style of photography. I do some long exposure photography at times, and for those times, I always have a tripod with me. My tripod of choice in recent months, since I got the Fuji X100V, has been this guy from Manfrotto. Oops, this way. It's the Manfrotto Compact Light. And it's very light. It's only 800 grams. So I can talk about this too if you want me to, but that's not why I'm making this video today. So don't get confused. This is just one side here. Okay. What I'm really wanting is the Peak Design travel tripod. But the Peak Design travel tripod, even the carbon fiber version, is well over 1 kilogram. It's just so heavy. It's just heavier than what I have here. And I don't get a lot extra stuff out of it. My camera only weighs like a pound. I don't need a heavy tripod, a super stable tripod for the things that I do. Maybe one day when I have lots of money, I will buy one just because I love the concept of it. But I don't really need it. What I do like is how the plate functions with the ball head. I do like that quick release lever on the side that you just release your plate. That I like. But that new tripod that I bought from PGYTech has just that. Okay, let me just show you. It is very small. It has a cute little ball head on the top that has this lever here that you can adjust. Okay. And it has this great little quick release for the plate. Done. Put it back in. So you just push down this thing here. And then it has the safety here too. So when it slides out, it will first hang on that little safety thing. Okay? That's where it will first hang. The reason I want to talk to you about this tripod is not to show you how great it is, because there are already a bunch of videos out there. I want to show you some of the things that you may not know about it. What I love about this tripod is that it comes with a ball head that is easily removed just by sliding it out like this. Now, then there's a cold shoe here that you can use for anything that attaches with a cold shoe. So now suddenly you have tripod legs for a flash or an extra light or even a microphone. Like, you can put whatever that has a cold shoe on like that. Then secure that in place. It's not going anywhere. There's also a cold shoe mount here, but I find this is very narrow. Some of these cold shoe adapters that I have, they're very difficult to put in. So I have to file them down a little bit. What I do like about this tripod also is that it has a hidden phone holder in the one leg, in the big one. What I don't like about this is that it's a fingernail breaker. It's really hard in there. It's really hard to get out. Like, it's not easy when you have long fingernails. I used to have a different phone holder that I always had to remember to bring. This one has it already, so that's cool. What I don't like about it is that it's actually heavier than I thought it would be. Everybody on the internet was talking about it's so sturdy and so light. Oh yeah, but it's not. When you have that thing that you're holding with the professional ball head on top and your camera on top of that, it gets heavy. Now, this is light. This is light. Oh, I have my microphone attached here, so sorry. This is as light as a feather, but it's also not sturdy. This is heavy. So if you're a little girl with pudding arms like me, I'm not a little girl, I just have pudding arms. You see that? Pudding arms. If you're a girl with pudding arms like me, you may find this difficult to hold. But then again, I'm not looking for a vlogging tripod that's supposed to be held out in front and then with your camera, and because I don't do that. I don't do that anymore. Or let's say I haven't done that in a while. I may start it again, but who knows? The reason why I got this tripod is because I wanted to take it with me into the forest. I haven't done that yet because I just got it and we haven't gone back because of the fires. We couldn't go into any forest lately because the fire danger was so high. They wouldn't let us go. Now that we could go out again, we'll probably try to do more hiking now. And so I would take this with me. It's not so much for taking long exposure shots because long exposure in a forest is difficult anyway. If there's any foliage in there with the wind, it's just moving around and it's wrecking your shot. I had too many pictures that I worked really hard to get gloriously fail on me because of this stupid wind problem. So this tripod's not really supposed to replace a tripod to do some serious long exposure photography, although it could if you find the right spot at the right height on top of a tree trunk or something like that. It could, because it's really sturdy. It's a lot sturdier than you think it would be with this small thing. But mostly because I want to take some pictures of my husband and myself together. Before I took a picture of my husband, he took a picture of me. Now with this thing, it has the second arm, or third arm. Actually, yeah, 1, 2, 3, third arm, fourth arm. I can't even count. So you have this fourth arm where you can hang it from a branch, from a tree, adjust it the way you want it. And then you have a tripod at the right height where you can take a selfie. I'm thinking trees, fences, rocks. I think this would actually be a really nice way of reducing the weight in your backpack and still getting some great photos. One of the issues I have with this tripod is that it's kind of short. So if you want to use it as a tabletop tripod, or for a selfie, it falls short. The camera would be down here. So I thought about what I could do to extend this tripod. And at first I thought, well, maybe I'm going to mount a tripod extension on here. But that kind of makes no sense because you're losing your ball head flexibility. And then I realized, yeah, stupid, this thing removes. Now I'm having a cold shoe right here. So what I did is I happen to have, it's not a tripod extension. This is actually a selfie stick from Insta360. And what I also had was one of those adapters for a cold shoe mount. So you mount something on top of your cold shoe. I had to file it down a little bit. See if you see it. Because the foot of this thing is fairly round. So I had to file it down a little bit to make it fit. But now it fits no problem, so I tighten it down. And now you have a little bit of an extension. And because this thing has a tripod socket underneath it, now I can mount this whole thing and then tighten it, right? Now I can mount this whole thing on top of my tripod. And now it's a lot longer and it's the right height for a tabletop tripod to take a picture of yourself if you're so inclined. This, in my opinion, is a really great solution for a stationary problem. In a pinch, it will replace what you have for a tabletop tripod in any size that you would need. And it is very stable, very stable. It may not be as stable as without that extension, because every time you pull a longer neck on a tripod, your tripod is not as stable as it used to be. But in a pinch, this works for me. I really do think it works for me. The material per se is really, really nice. It is a nice tripod for the money. It's expensive. It's over $150. See if you can get a code somewhere to get it cheaper. I got 15% off. Shipping is also outrageous, but now that I have it, I'm glad I bought it, because this will replace my tripod in almost all of the situations, unless I'm going to the ocean. Like if I'm going to the ocean, if I want to do a long exposure to the ocean, where the hell am I going to put this? But I would say 95% of the times when I'm out and about, this little thing together with this amazing, amazing ball head. I love this ball head so much. It will be my go-to thing. The other thing that I wanted to tell you is that this is compatible with the Peak Design plate for the capture. So it fits perfectly in here, like that. The only thing that doesn't work is that little safety. Plate from Peak Design will not have a safety. But you lock that puppy in, and then you turn this lever over, and then this is not going anywhere. You can't even push that release anymore. It's just locked in. It's the same system as the Peak Design a tripod, really. They're not 100% the same, but they're really close. But that's good for you, because now you have choices. You have a tripod, a small tripod that when you're walking around the forest with the camera on your capture, with the clip, and the plate's already mounted on it, you don't have to uninstall it like I had to do for this thing. I just slide it into this little tripod and I'm ready to take pictures, because when you're hiking with your husband or any other family members and they're not into photography, you got to be fast. Are you done yet? How many more? Not another photo, please. I frankly don't enjoy going out in the forest by myself taking pictures. Done it a couple times.
I got so freaked out by all these noises. I mean, there's bears in the forest here, and coyotes, and cougars, and I don't know if I'm going to be more scared of the animals or the people. Out there in the forest by myself is not my favorite thing. It's beautiful and all, but this is wild stuff out there. It's not like Germany. In Germany, the wildest animal you can find is like a rabbit. Okay, maybe a fox or badger. There's maybe badgers, but there's like, who's ever seen one? I've seen bears here. I've seen lynxes. Lynx? I've seen lynx. I've seen moose. I've seen elk. I've seen a ton of creatures. And then you have this backpack full of camera gear and you gotta run away from this bear. Like, no, that's no fun.
I don't just want to take pictures of trees and mountains and rivers and lakes. I want to take pictures of my husband and myself together to kind of celebrate that time that we spend and hang out together. And this is where this little thing will come in. It's like a gorilla pod, but better, for a little snap, for a quick snap of yourself. And you don't need to wait for a hiker coming by and say, hey, can you take a picture of us? Like, hello? And most of the time they are blurry anyway. I don't know why hikers, why can't passerbys ever take pictures that are not out of focus? I mean, these cameras are so easy. You basically make sure that you're focusing on, yeah, I guess it's already too much. I should probably give them my phone next time, not my camera. This was, again, a very confused look at a new product that I purchased recently. And if you're new to my channel, thank you, by the way, please be aware that my reviews are not technical or complete. Imagine you're sitting in front of your friend, you're passionate about something, and you start talking about it. That's what I'm doing here. And I'm not scripting it, because I don't script things that I tell my friends. That was just a side remark because I think sometimes I have to mention it again. Not technical, just gut feeling. I have watched so many YouTube videos and I get so much out of it because people tell me what they like about things and what they don't like about things more than the official reviewers. I hope that you got something out of it. I will leave a link of the product below. Rest assured, it's not affiliated. It is not sponsored. This is just where I bought mine and I had to wait like a month to get it. So if you want it, be patient. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you again in my next video. Bye.